Thank you. Developing now, Henderson got hit hard by those storms last week, and the cleanup is still ongoing. With the mess comes a message of safety from authorities. That's what Christy Wilcox learned. She's live with this report.
Well, when I talked to Henderson officials earlier, they said a couple years ago there was a power outage that lasted about 40 hours in residential areas. And with this cleanup, they also have a message.
4 days after a storm hits the southeast end of town, the cleanup continues. The storm forcing 31 power poles down that day. Another storm burst came in on Friday, taking out another dozen poles, hundreds of trees, and gazeboes like the one in Sharon Owens' backyard.
And had to get in the pool and get everything out.
The city of Henderson is still working to clean up the areas hit hardest. One of the spots with the most damage, the outdoor Henderson Pavilion, where outside recreation begins once the weather cools off. City spokesperson Kathleen Richards.
We have had crews out that are removing the damaged canopy and the rigging, making it safe for people to go, and then our season starts in September, so that won't be impacted by the damage.
The pavilion canopy won't be repaired or replaced until after the fall season. As for downed trees, crews are still working to remove about 50 blown over during the storm.
We still have crews out assessing exactly what the damage is, so we don't have exact figures on not only how much was damaged, but also on what the costs are going to be to repair.
NV Energy spokesperson says they're also finishing the restoration of the power poles toppled by the storm. The last project, Boulder Highway. North lanes, now blocked off, should reopen on Wednesday. About 18,000 homes were without power during this time. A little advice for those who think the weather won't turn on us again.
Have a plan. Know where your family is going to meet, where you're going to keep those supplies, and be prepared as possible before disaster strikes.
So they also tell me have a case of water for every single person in your household. Also have canned food with some can openers. And as for this area right behind me on Boulder Highway and Sunset, that northbound lane should be open by tomorrow. Reporting live, Christy Wilcox, News 3.
Christy, good tips there. Thank you. And of course, News 3 is your weather authority, and they'll keep you up to date on changing conditions whenever extreme weather hits. Our weather authority team on air anytime and